12 billionaires who have gone broke or declared bankruptcy. 1. Bernard Madoff. Madoff orchestrated the largest Ponzi scheme in U.S. history. He ended up with about $20 billion from his investors. He had $80 million worth of mansions, jewelry, cars, and art. In 2008, he was charged with fraud and money laundering. He received a maximum sentence of 150 years in prison. 2. Vijay Mallya. Mallya owned the airline company, Kingfisher Airlines. In 2012, it was revealed he had debts in numerous banks. He defaulted on payments and fled from India to the UK. He was charged with fraud and money laundering. 3. Quinn. Quinn held a 25% stake in Anglo-Irish Bank. In 2008, the bank was taken over by the government. Quinn lost a majority of his $2.8 billion fortune. In 2011, he applied for bankruptcy. He claimed his assets were less than $50,000. 4. Joselyn Wildenstein. Wildenstein was rumored to spend $1 million a month. In 2018, she declared total bankruptcy. She had spent the $2.5 billion she received in the divorce. Wildenstein claimed she had $0 in her account. 5. Elizabeth Holmes. Holmes had a net worth of $5 billion. Her blood testing company, Theranos, was valued at $9 billion. Theranos blood tests turned out to be inaccurate. In 2018, Holmes was charged with wire fraud. She has a current net worth of $0. 6. Beer golfer Goodmanson. Goodmanson was a major stakeholder in the bank Lance Banky. The bank went under in 2008. Goodmanson's net worth fell from $1.2 billion to $0. He had a $759 million debt. 7. Patricia Kugie. Kugie received a divorce settlement of $1 million a year. She invested the money into her own vineyard, but after the housing market crash, she lost all of it. Kugie filed for bankruptcy in 2011. She even had to sell her jewelry and art at auction. 8. Eike Batista. Batista had a net worth of $30 billion. His oil company OGX went bankrupt in 2013. Authorities began investigating Brazil's top companies. Batista was charged with money laundering and corruption. In 2018, he was sentenced to 30 years in prison. 9. Stanford. Stanford ran the second largest Ponzi scheme in the U.S. The investor losses totaled $7 billion. He was charged with running a massive ongoing fraud. Stanford was convicted on 13 felony counts. In 2012, he was sentenced to 110 years at a high-security prison. His net worth is now listed at $0. 10. Sam Bankman-Fried. Bankman-Fried founded FTX Exchange and Alameda Research. His net worth reached $26.5 billion. FTX crashed in November 2022 due to a liquidity crunch. Alameda used FTX customer assets to cover trading losses. Its users began withdrawing their investments. As a result, Bankman-Fried filed for bankruptcy. He was charged with fraud and conspiracy. 11. Aubrey McClendon. McClendon's Chesapeake Energy Company was worth $1.2 billion. He was accused of manipulation of bids for drilling rights, but McClendon got into a car accident. He died a day later of the accusations. His deaths resulted in bankruptcy when he died. 12. Mike Tyson. Tyson used to earn up to $22 million per fight. His lifetime earnings totaled $500 million. Tyson owed $38.4 million to the creditors. He filed for bankruptcy in 2003.